Hi, let me now show you how to download, install and use Microsoft Visual Studio Community Edition 2017. This is a very powerful IDE for the Windows platform, and this is a popular one amongst the students and the community programmers. So I'll show you that how to download and install this powerful IDE for your Windows operating system. Just open your browser and use your favorite search engine. Type download Visual Studio Community Edition, press the return key. The first link will take you to the download page of the Visual Studio Community Edition. It's going to download a small file, that's the installer file first. So just download VS Community 2017, click on this button. It's going to start downloading that installer file, and it's going to be a fraction of a second. It may ask you for the email. You can give the email to the Microsoft. And as you can see that it's asking for the location. I have already created this folder VS 2017 and I'm saving that installer there within that folder. It's going to be a fraction of a second only. As I said, it's a very little small file. So I'm going to that folder. Now just right click on this installer and click on run as administrator. Just click on yes in the system dialog box. It will start extracting the required files and it will start the procedure for downloading the files further from the Microsoft repository servers. Just click on continue and allow it to do whatever it likes. Okay, here are the different components that we may add with the Visual Studio. Now, Universal Windows Platform Development, this is required. Just click on this, and here the desktop development with C++. Yes, I need that for my C++ development, so I'll check on this. If you don't need that, just check off. If you need to go on with the ASP.NET development, then you can just click on this. For our purpose, it's not required right now. Later on, you can add on these plugins as well. So if you want to have the Python development environment along with your Visual Studio, then you can just add this. As I said, later on, you can also add these plugins as well. So .NET desktop development, okay, I'll just add this for my purpose. So as you can see that the install size is 10.59 GB. It's quite large, right? So here we go. We can just go ahead and let me just see the other things there. We don't need these things. Okay, whatever we have selected are just fine. This is the location. You just need to check on the location. So I'm clicking on this install button right now, and it will start installing the Visual Studio in my system. And it's going to be quite a lengthy procedure depending upon your internet connection. So I'll pause the video. I'll get back to you once the download is completed. Okay, so it is now asking for the restart. So I'll just click on the restart button to reboot my system, and then I'll proceed with this tutorial. Okay, I have restarted my system and the Visual Studio installation procedure is complete now. So you can see it here. I'm just typing Visual Studio 2017. Here it is. You can see that. I already had that 2015 version installed in my system, and you can have both these versions 2015 and 17 side by side in your same machine. That's not going to create any problem. But if you want to install both of these versions, you need to install 2015 first, then you can install 2017. So I'm clicking on this 2017 version of Visual Studio. So it is starting right now. If you are starting it for the first time, it may ask you for the sign up option, and you can just create a Microsoft account and can click on that sign in. That's going to be a good idea because in that case, you'll get the latest newsletters and updates from the Microsoft. So in order to create a C project, just click on File and then New and then Project. And you need to choose this Windows 32 console application. Provide a name for your application. I'm going to give, say, FIRST first APPL. That's my application. That's going to be stored here in this location. You can choose some different location in your hard drive by clicking on that browse button and just choosing the default one and clicking on OK. Now here you need to click on Next. Now here under the additional options, you need to choose this empty project. Just click on this. This is important. And then click on Finish. It will create your project. You'll be able to view the Solution Explorer after this. So here it is. As you can see the Solution Explorer here. Now we need to add a C file. Under the source files, just right click click on add and then new item. We don't have any C file option here under Visual Studio, but we can use the C++ instead. Just click on the C++ file and then provide a name here, test.c. You can give the extension as .c. That's going to work. Now click on add button. So our .c file has been added with the source files. Now I'm going to just write the simple C program that's going to print hello world. Now I would like to tell you two things which are important here. First one is line number 2. If you are using 2015 Visual Studio version especially, then you need to add this line because the printf and the scanf are going to generate warning under the Visual Studio environment. The Microsoft has a different version for printf and scanf that's deviating from the standard one. So since we'll be using the printf and scanf, these are the standard one for the IO operations. So you can just write that hash define to suppress the warnings. And the other thing is this one, system pause. Now this is going to hold the output window so that you can view the output when you are doing the debugging or running the programs. So just click on debug and start debugging for running the program and click on yes so that it can build the executable. Now it's going to build and here is the output. So you can use Visual Studio for writing your C program, and you can use this environment for debugging and compiling and also running the program. This is a very powerful editor and robust editor. You can use this for your purpose if you want to stick with the Windows environment. Thank you very much for watching.